Hi guys. First of all, I just wanted to start this video off with saying thank you to everyone that's been watching my videos, whether you're my friends or my family or you just came upon one of my videos just from scrolling on your YouTube channel. I really appreciate it, and all of the support really means a lot to me. So this week I'm officially 24 weeks pregnant. I'm like 24 weeks and like 4 days as of this point, and it's a huge week for me. It's been a really eventful week, but overall it's just a big week. In my last video I talked about how every week feels like a milestone, but this week especially, because not that I would want the babies to be born anytime soon. They have a lot of growing to do. But if they were to be born prematurely at this stage, they are viable outside of the womb, which means there would be a lot of struggling, I'm sure, but they could live outside of the womb, which literally just blows my mind. I feel so blessed and so thankful to have even made it this far in my pregnancy. I feel like a lot has happened and the week has just flown by. As far as my symptoms, they're all pretty much the same, but this week has just, like I said, just a lot has happened. So aside from the babies being viable, I had my doctor's appointment today, and all of the babies, their weight gain is measuring really great. So before we went to the appointment, my husband and I, we took guesses and we filmed it. So I'm gonna insert that here so you can see what our original guesses were.
I think 1 pound 4 ounces for all three of them, and I think C will be a little bit of ahead.
By how much? An
Maybe,
ounce?
Yeah, probably like an ounce.
Okay, my guess is 1 pound 6 ounces, and baby C is probably 1 pound 7 ounces, or baby A, because baby A is alone.
No.
But baby C is always big.
C is gonna be big.
She's gonna be big. I can already feel it.
She's like lifting weights in there.
Yeah, she is. And then whoever wins, whoever loses, we decided is gonna buy lunch, even though we just got done with breakfast. But that's nobody's business.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to lunch.
Turn
It'll be free.
left onto South Summerlin Boulevard.
I am. Bye. Okay, so as you saw, Steve guessed that all three babies were about 1 pound 4 ounces. I guessed 1 pound 6 ounces, maybe 1 pound 7 ounces for baby C. We both upped it for baby C because we know that she's literally our monster baby so far. And we were both way off, which is really exciting news. I should have known, because this week has been the week where I've noticed my body has changed the most. And first of all, my belly button has completely like disappeared, and my belly has just gotten so much bigger. So as far as the baby's weight, baby A, who is the one that's by herself, she's the fraternal triplet. She gained, she was 1 pound 1 ounce last time, and now she is 1 pound 7 ounces. So she has gained a total of 6 ounces in 2 weeks. Baby B was 1 pound even last time, and now she weighs 1 pound 7 ounces. So she gained 7 ounces. And baby C, which we were right, has gained 9 ounces. She is now 1 pound 10 ounces, and she is noticeably bigger whenever the sonographer is scanning her. She's huge. As far as movement too, she's the one that I can always feel the most. I think I said in my last video, baby C is gonna be the most like me. I can always feel her, and that still stands true apparently, because she is big and I still am constantly feeling her. I'm still feeling movement throughout my whole belly, but the doctor did let me know today that it's likely within the next probably 5 weeks or so, I'll probably feel a decrease in movement, just because the babies will be getting so big that they'll really just get cramped in there and start running out of room. But today at my ultrasound, you could literally see the babies were flipping back and forth. Another update on the babies is that it was a 3-hour doctor's appointment, which was so long, but that's okay. We had a 3-hour appointment because each baby had to get an echo done on their heart. And typically they don't do that for twins and triplets unless you have identicals and they share a sac. I don't know what it is or why it is, but typically identical twins that share a sac, they're more likely to have heart defects. So they do an echo on each baby now, and it detects any sort of arrhythmia or hole in the heart now. And babies that do end up having a hole in their heart, they usually repair on their own. But this way we would have at least known about it ahead of time. Because the babies will be born so small, it's good just to at least have an idea. But after the 3 hours that were spent in the doctor's office, all 3 babies' hearts look perfectly normal and healthy. So I could not be more thankful for that. As far as how I've been feeling this week, the doctor did tell me today, she said that, which I have already noticed, but she said as of this week, I'll start noticing how uncomfortable I am getting, which I've mentioned in my last few videos, how uncomfortable I've been getting. And this week it's like leaps and bounds worse than it has been. I've been experiencing a lot more Braxton Hicks contractions, and they're not really making a difference as far as like my cervix length. My cervix is still really, really long, which is good. They want to see it at a 2.5, and mine is at a 4. So I know that they're not doing any damage or shortening my cervix, but I have been having a lot. And one of my best friends was in town this week, so we went to Disney and we walked and walked and walked and walked. And I am not on bed rest, thank God. But I think it's important for me to know my limit because I have not been knowing my limit very well. And when we got home from doing Disney for 2 days, I ended up having contractions every minute, and I ended up going to get checked. They were able to find all 3 babies' heartbeats after a long time, but they were all there, and they measured my cervix. They made sure everything was good, and everything was fine. They did notice that I had 3 contractions, but that was within like a 2-hour period, and it is normal to contract. But from now on, I will probably not be doing so much walking. As far as the contractions, I did let my doctor know, and she did say that that was completely normal as of this point in my pregnancy. And I have not been put on bed rest, and I hopefully won't be put on bed rest. Initially, when I first went to the doctor at 8 weeks pregnant, I had in my mind that no matter what, any multiple mom would probably go on bed rest at some point. And she told me that there's no way that always happen. She said, it's not like I'm going to go into the doctor's office at 27 weeks and she's going to say, okay, that's it, you're officially on bed rest. She did say that right now my cervix looks really good, like I said, and my blood pressure is good. So as long as those 2 things stay under control, then there's no reason for me to be going on bed rest. So I have been taken out of work. I was taken out of work at 18 weeks just due to stress. But overall, I feel really good, and there's no reason for me to be on bed rest. So like I was saying, as long as I know my limit and I don't push myself too hard, I think that as far as like my length of pregnancy, I think I'll probably go until the expected 35 weeks. So at my ultrasound, they always do a 4D scan at the very end, which I think is amazing. They've been doing that since 8 weeks. And so I've got some really detailed pictures of the babies, and I have one to show you right now. And I think it's unbelievable how detailed it is. This is baby B, and you can see all the little details in her face. And I already know that baby C is gonna look identical to her. And the ones of baby A, they're difficult to see her face, but she's literally folded in half in my belly, and it's so sweet. So I'll show you that picture. Okay, so this is baby A. She's the baby that's by herself. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's her head right there, and she was yawning, and these are her legs that are coming up here, and her little feet. So she's literally folded in half. She's the most squished baby, so that's probably why she's like that. She does still have room to move, and during the ultrasound, she literally did like a 360 flip, so I know she has more than enough room. I just think that she's probably the most uncomfortable. Okay, so that is it for my 24-week update. I'll go ahead and show you my belly, which, like I said, I've noticed the most growth this week out of any week of my pregnancy. Okay, so my belly from the front, which don't judge me, my whole belly is hanging out right now. From the side, from the front, and from the other side. And I officially have the line, and I know that stretch marks will probably be here in the next week, probably at the very most the next week, which again is totally fine. Okay, so that's it for my 24-week update. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do have any more questions, you can just go ahead and comment down below, and I'm sure I'll answer it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.